Hi guys, how are you all doing? Today's reading is February 2020 or February 2020 predictions. I've written on my sheet of paper 2019, so I'm so proud of myself that I realised and changed it, because last month when I did January, I said 2019, and it was only when I was about 2 or 3 minutes into the video that I realised what I'd done. So I had to go back and change it. So, yay, February 2020 predictions. Okay, so welcome to anyone new. Welcome back to anyone returning. I hope you are doing great today. Please, will you subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads. If you want a private reading with me, check the description below. You will find a link in there. So I hope you're all amazing. Let's get on with today's reading. Let's find out what exciting stuff lays ahead for February. Okay, so we've got the Magician, Nine of Cups, King of Cups, the High Priestess, and we've got some clarifiers from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. Okay, so what lays ahead for you? Do you know what? This is interesting because you definitely have got the capacity to manifest the situation that you've been looking for. The reason I say this, you've got the Magician and the Nine of Cups. So the Magician says that you have the capacity to manifest. You have the capacity for a new beginning, for something new to come in, to have a new beginning, to have new opportunity, prosperity. When it's paired with the Nine of Cups next door, this definitely looks like you getting your fulfillment, your heart's desire, because it's also then following on to the King of Cups. So this looks amazing for you in February. There really is the opportunity for you to get really the situation you've been looking for. Now, it's very likely to be romantic with it being so cup-based, Nine of Cups, King of Cups, but this could be your ideal career or your ideal job move or a course that you want to do. You know, there's some sort of dream coming true here. So you're going to get some sort of dream come true in February. The King of Cups could be a romantic partner, or it could be someone who grants this wish or who helps you to guide you to this wish, because the King of Cups can be the ideal romantic partner, someone who is emotionally stable, emotionally deep, sensitive, connected, loving, available, mature, you know, somebody who wants a relationship with you. So if you feel like this manifestation is romantic, you know, then this will be the sort of description of this person. So therefore, this person is likely to be someone you could have a longer term relationship with, because this person is mature and looking for commitment more, and they're more emotionally available than, you know, or as emotionally available as you would like them to be. If it's not a romantic situation, which for a few of you it's not going to be, then this King of Cups can represent a spiritual advisor, because this is someone who's very emotionally in tune, someone who's very intuitive, someone who's very connected to themselves. This is someone who's wise, who's learned their lessons in life, and who's able to guide you. This person is very giving, very loving, very loyal. So it could be a coach or a mentor. But the point is that this is a month for you of manifesting your heart's desire. Really, it's interesting as well, because I think for some of you, this King of Cups is definitely an advisor, because the High Priestess is next to the King of Cups. The High Priestess is asking you to be intuitive, to pay attention to signs and signals, to look out for or be guided by your intuition. You're going to need to be quiet and stable, and give yourself, you know, when I say stable, like allow yourself to disconnect from the mental noise so that you can hear guidance. This is absolutely crucial that you listen to your intuitive guidance, because that's what's going to take you there. There's a lot of cup energy and the High Priestess. So all of this together indicates that intuition and being intuitive, listening to and working with the universe will manifest you the situation you want. So let's look at the clarifiers. We've got you're being helped. Okay, that's what they're saying. The intuitive guidance. Look for signs and signals, be open. They're saying heaven's working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. What this message on the card suggests to me is that if you're struggling to see how what I'm saying could possibly be true, it may be because you are a little blocked. Okay, they're saying, yeah, look, let yourself receive. You're not letting yourself receive. You need to be a receptor. You need to be an antenna for spiritual guidance. When it says allow others to give you loving care, what they're actually saying is they're trying to give you a message and you're not hearing it. You're being helped, but you don't hear it, because the High Priestess is also a card of like silence and no communication. They're struggling to communicate with you. And this isn't because you're doing anything badly wrong. It's not like nothing to worry about. It's just they're saying they're trying to guide you towards what you want, but you can't quite hear it because you're not really open to receiving their messages. This is very likely because you've got a busy mind or you're being over analytical. That could be another reason. They're not actually showing the reason why. Maybe this is that you already know what you're being encouraged to move towards, but maybe you've been a little afraid, or you're trying to be practical or logical. I mean, I'm not encouraging you to be illogical or do anything crazy, but there's a difference between being intuitive and being crazy. So, they're asking you to be intuitive and listen. Allow yourself to receive their message, because you've got a new dawn. You've got a new dawn coming in February 2020. It's very likely to be romantic, but it could be something else. It's a dream coming true. A new dawn is on the horizon. The Magician, you're manifesting the new beginning. Loads of love, guys. I will see you on the next reading or in a private reading. In the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hi, Group 2. Okay, so February 2020 predictions. We've got the 10 of Coins, the 5 of Swords, the Hermit, Justice, and some Oracle cards for clarification. Right, February 2020 is an opportunity for you to start moving towards your ideal situation. 10 of Coins. So it could be career, finances, practicality. It could be romance. It might be everything, because the 10 of Coins is a card of emotional and physical abundance. It's kind of, if you remember the traditional Rider-Waite card, it's got the old man sat surrounded by his wealth, his family, the dogs, that he's got everything, the home. So it can, 10 of Coins, yes, it can represent material wealth, but it can also represent you kind of getting it all and having the whole comfortable situation. So February 2020 does see you having the opportunity to manifest what you want, or start moving towards it. But you've got to do some things in order for that to happen. They're saying there's a situation with this 5 of Swords. There's a situation that feels like, how we say it here, banging your head against a brick wall, where you feel like you're trying to achieve something and it's just not working. This could be in career or in romance. There's a situation you've got going on, probably been for a while, month or 2 months, where you just feel like you cannot win. It doesn't matter what you do, you just can't win in this situation. It can be a difficult situation with a person or a company or just yourself even. It can be an internal battle. But the point is that there's something that isn't working. You don't need to soul search about what it is. You already know. It's keep it simple. There's something you're trying to make happen. It's not happening. It's not working. Nothing's flowing. What they're asking you to do is to let it go. Walk away. Go within. This is the message of the 5 of Swords. Forget it and go within. And it's next to the Hermit. What they're saying is, in order to really achieve this 10 of Coins, it is possible, and you can start on that path this month. But in order to really start moving towards this 10 of Coins, you've got to go within. You've got to listen to your heart and soul. You've got to listen to your inner light. Take some time to yourself. Perhaps you need to pull back and have a little bit of quiet time, a bit of solitude, a bit of rest and recuperation. Whatever this situation is, though, that you're kind of running up against this wall constantly, it's time to let it go and leave it alone. That is what is potentially standing in the way between you and this 10 of Coins. They're saying that further to that, you need to do the right thing. Justice is about being fair. In my readings at the minute, this card is a placeholder for self-care and having an absolute duty, a moral duty to yourself, to put yourself first, to take care of yourself, to do the right thing by yourself, to bring balance and harmony to the situation. So that's what they're saying for February 2020. If you want to get the gold, if you want the abundance, if you want the situation to bring you what you want, you've got to be fair to yourself, do the right thing. Don't try and cut corners or be immoral in any way. Don't be manipulative. It will bite you in the bum. You know, you've got to do what's right. And this means by yourself as much as anything else. There's a need to stop doing that thing that you keep doing and expecting a different result. Yeah, go within, do a little bit of soul searching this month. You will find that you will find a way to this pot of gold. So let's have a look at what they're saying. For clarifiers, father healing, helpful person, and explore your options. Yeah, this giving it up and finding another way, going within, doing some soul searching. This is explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. So whatever this is that you really want, there's something you really want. It could be more than one thing. Could be career, could be romance, could be all of it. They're saying that you've been trying a certain way. It's time to look at other options. Okay. There is potentially a helpful person around you. Someone wants to help you. Think whom that might be and initiate contact. So they're saying that there's somebody who could assist you in this. Interestingly, with the father healing, I feel like this could be a male support, a male help, a male spiritual advisor or mentor or friend or father figure. And this will help to heal the wounds of the past. So if you have got any father healing issues, reaching out to this person, obviously it's not necessarily, and I would think almost certainly not the person you have the wound with, but somebody different. This will help to heal that old wound, and it will help you to move beyond this old pattern. There's something you've been doing for a long time. It's time to move beyond, do something different, and bring a sense of justice to the situation. Do the right thing, and this will enable you to get the gold that you've been looking for in your life. So February 2020 is a really important month for you guys, because it helps you to heal the past, to make a bond with someone who will help you to explore your options and move forward towards what you really want to achieve. Amazing. Guys, I will see you on the next reading or a private reading in the meantime. See you soon, guys. Hi, group 3. Okay, so February 2020 predictions for group 3. We've got the Tower, the Moon, Judgment, the Empress, and we've got Oracle cards, which actually, because of this, I'm going to lay them out straight away because this is quite heavy. So let's have a look. Waves of prosperity, pay attention, and soulmate relationship. Okay, I'm glad I laid these out because this makes sense of this. That's why they told me to do it, of course. Right, so there's no getting away from it. February could be a bit stormy. You know, it's getting you to face some fears, but I actually don't think it's bad at all. It kind of looks scary with the Tower, the Moon, and Judgment. You know, Judgment is like truth hits, you know, revelation. The Moon is facing your fears, facing your shadow. The Tower is chaos and destruction. Right, this all sounds horrendous, doesn't it? But it isn't. And the reason I wanted to turn these cards over, I mean, they said yes when I said, oh, I'm going to turn these over, is because all of this leads to the Empress, which is the feminine. This is the really the risen feminine. It's the phoenix that's risen from the ashes. You know, it's this sense of female empowerment. It's this sense of really sort of stepping into your own, you know, becoming that all-powerful, creative, divine mother, connected soul energy. So it's not bad. It's like, it's a good thing. It's almost like a rite of passage, it looks like, during February. You know, some illusions get removed. There's some sort of truth hitting home. Now, the Tower doesn't have to be terrible. The Tower is a destructive energy, but what it is a removing of illusion energy. Now, often the Tower feels painful because it's when you're not listening to the universe, what happens is the universe has to speak louder and louder and louder and louder, and often people pay no attention. So the only way they can get your attention is by taking away that job, or taking away that partner, or creating a storm in your life. Okay, so what they're saying is, if you pay attention, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. If you listen to their guidance, if you listen to their support, if you listen to their instructions, and by them I mean the guides, the universe, source energy, whatever you want to call it, if you listen and are guided, there won't be a big disaster. What there'll be is a revelation. There'll be a realization, there'll be a breakthrough. So it can actually be like an aha moment in a conscious person. But the reality is, this situation in February is going to cause you to feel threatened or fearful in some way. It's going to trigger your fears. Interestingly, I think for a lot of you, it's a very new relationship, a soul relationship, or a new connection, or taking a connection that you have to the next level. And I think in some ways, this prosperity, this abundance, this joy, this happiness is actually what's causing the fear. The Judgment card says that what's happened is you have some sort of realization and you faced your fears, and then everything moves forward. And this seems to be kind of, in a way, causing the issue, but also rectifying the issue. You know, maybe you've been stuck in a situation with old things hanging around, old things cluttering you up. And what you do is, during February, you let them go, you face up to things, you let go of the chains that bind you, the situations that bind you, and you have this massive movement forwards with the Judgment energy, which allows you to step into your creative, powerful self. You rise up, you go beyond, you become this divine mother. This brings you new prosperity, a new relationship, a new cycle. And this is all brought to you from the guides from the universe, through signs, signals, and guidance. So it looked frightening, but actually it's not. It's more that it's moving you on from that old situation. In February, you see a massive, like the foot on the gas, you know, things suddenly turn around, change, you get new opportunities to move forward. You really come into your own, you really come into your power, and things start to fall into place at long last. And this comes because you allow the illusion to go. You faced your fears, or you are facing your fears, and you move forwards. Loads of love, guys. I will see you on the next reading, or a private reading in the meantime. Hi, group 4. Right, so February 2020 predictions. We got the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Coins, the 2 of Coins, and the King of Swords, and then some clarifiers from the Oracle cards, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. Okay, so February 2020, there's definitely some soul connection, romantic situation going on. It's very likely to be either romance or career, because we've got this double coin energy here, but we've also got the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is one of the divine love cards. It does indicate the meeting up with someone, the connection with someone on a mind, body, and soul level. So this could be a new business partnership or a friendship that's very deep, but most likely it's romantic. So February 2020 does see movements forward in terms of soul connection. So you're going to see positive moves with that. Let's have a look at how that might manifest. Like I say, it could be romantic, but it could be career as well. The reason I say this is we've got the 4 of Coins, 2 of Coins. This is a finances and career kind of energy with the coin energy. What this is saying, though, is that there's some overwhelm, there's some fear of loss, and there's a sense of lack. The 2 of Coins is kind of a bit of a sense of not having enough. The 4 of Coins can be a sense of not having enough. There's a kind of grasping, almost like a greed or a holding on energy, not out of just being greedy for greed's sake, but holding on out of a sense of fear of loss. So that sense of wanting to hoard or accumulate, whether it's energy from another person, love, connection, or whether it's finances. So, being stingy and being stressed out by money. But there's this sense of lack in February. Actually, you've got the connection. You're connected to the divine. Things are okay. But there's this sense of kind of holding on, grasping, clinging. It could be something to do with this King of Swords. There's someone in your world who is kind of cool, detached, very businesslike, might be a bit mean or harsh, could be a little bit difficult, and it's causing you some sense of overwhelm, a sense of needing to hold on, of not getting what you need. This could be to do with this relationship, although I do feel like the Two of Cups is more like a soul connection. I think we need the clarifiers because there's obviously a slightly complicated situation going on here. Let's have a look. Yes, your intuition is correct. Protection, dream big. Okay, yeah, so you're clinging on because you're afraid that you won't have enough, or that whether it's financially, emotionally, you're afraid of lack of abundance. But what they're saying is you're protected. You need to dream bigger. What this is telling me is, I think, for quite a few of you, you're allowing this King of Swords energy, which could be a person or could be society at large. There's this kind of cold, detached, practical, very kind of matter-of-fact energy. So it could be a person that's kind of mean and detached. It could also have, for one or two of you, it could have someone who has quite a lot of narcissistic traits. It doesn't have to be. But the point is, there's this kind of cold attitude. It could be within your own mind. It could be that you feel like you need to be like this. But this sense of clinging on, of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling you haven't got enough, of being afraid to invest. What this is doing is making you feel fearful. But what you actually need to do is connect with your intuition. If you listen to your intuition, yes, you're correct. Take action accordingly. So what it feels like to me is this is one, like there's two messages here. It's like you have this soul connection. Everything feels right. You know in your heart it's right. You're feeling guided. There's this sense of the big dream, this sense of the joy, this sense of possibility. But then there's this other, like, more practical side that feels shut down, that feels the need to cling on, that's afraid of loss and lack and feels overwhelmed by life or by the world, So in February 2020, what they're saying is, rather than shutting down and clinging on and being sort of cold and detached from yourself, what you need to do is be intuitive. Your intuition is correct. You're protected. It's okay to dream big. It's okay to let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. Go for that dream partner. Go for that dream career or situation. Don't settle. Don't feel like you need to cling on to what you have now. Be prepared to invest, to let go, and to move forwards. Hope this makes sense, guys. I love you so much. I will see you on the next reading or on a private reading in the meantime. Have a wonderful day. See you soon, guys.